Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're going to be making a picture tile. I'm going to be using Mod Podge to Mod Podge my picture onto my tile. I'm also going to be using an old photograph that I have of me and my daughter when she was really little. She was about 3 months old in that picture. I'm also going to be creating a border for my picture by using this Dollar Tree stamp. And this is a hello stamp, and it's got flowers. So I picked out one of the really small flowers on here. So I'm going to be using that really tiny flower to create a really pretty border for our tile. I'm going to be coloring it in with, I think, these markers right here. I'm still not sure, trying to figure it out, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is a 4x4 tile. I got this from Home Depot and it was only 16 cents. So a really nice gift idea if you're trying to save money. And for 16 cents you can make a bunch of these. So what I do is I took a piece of felt and I cut it out just a little bit smaller than my tile so it wouldn't go over the edges. Okay, and I am going to cover it with Mod Podge to adhere my felt to the back of this tile. You don't need a whole lot and it really adheres well. So I've done these picture tiles before in the past. I wanted to make something for my daughter so that she can have it on her desk. And I thought this would be really cute. It's one of my favorite pictures. This is me as a young mother having my first child. So she's so adorable. She was about 3 months old. Of course, now she's 24 years old, so time does fly. And I kind of like my hair doing this. So one of my favorite pictures. I think it's a nice gift to give to her. And I'm going to give it to her on Mother's Day. You know, she doesn't have any kids, but I wanted to give her something just to a reminder of us and a thank you for being such an awesome, awesome daughter. Okay, so once that's on, you want to kind of make sure the surface of your tile is really clean so that everything goes on really smooth. I'm just going to take one of these, baby wipes. I use this for a lot of the crafting. And I'm just going to just wipe this clean and let it dry. Okay, so while I have that drying, I'm going to go ahead and create the border for this. So this is a 4x4 tile. I try to cut the paper that's going to serve as like the background. I want it to be a little bit shorter than this. So I don't want it to be 4x4. So I want it to be just a little bit smaller because I want that little border of the tile sticking out. Just a little bit around here, the border. Okay, and so I'm going to use my Dollar Tree flower to stamp around here. I thought a flowered border would be pretty. And one of the reasons why it would be pretty is because, I don't know, I just love flowers. And to me, flowers and Mother's Day go so well together. I did get a little bit of ink on my hands, so let me just get that off because I don't want to stain my cardstock. Okay, and this is just some really light cardstock here. I'm just going to start stamping like right around the edge. This teeny weeny flower. Let's see, make sure I just want it to be evened out. Start on the edge. Create a nice little border here. Okay, so now I've got my border, and I'm going to use my Copic markers to go ahead and color those in. Kind of liking this kind of beige and pink and brown. Let's see. I'm just going to go around here and just doing a light dusting on here. Very gently, just right around the edges here. Skip that one and maybe go do a different color on that one. And so I'm just creating whatever pattern I want on these. Maybe right in the middle. Just do a little bit of pink, maybe right in the middle there. And I might go in and cover it up with something else. I don't know yet. Let's see, do this one in pink. And just do all of these in pink here, right around the edge. And I'm not really being perfect on these. I'm just kind of filling them in. Just a little bit there. Let's see, maybe right around here. And I might go back and change it. I'm just making the middle of these a little bit pink. And you can use whatever you want to color these in with. And so just a light dusting. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So that's, my picture's just going to kind of fit in the middle of that. And I think I'm going to cut just a little bit of that edge off so it fits perfectly. And I just kind of cut these off on the sides here, just the corners, to make it like a more photo-like. And I kind of like cutting those edges off there. Okay, so it's going to look like that when it goes on our tile. And you can do this however you want. And so if you want the picture to fit the whole tile, you just cut it the way you want. And this is just regular printer paper. This is actually a picture of a picture that I took, because I didn't have any more copies of this and I really wanted to preserve it. So a good way to preserve like my favorite picture is to put it on a tile and give it to my daughter so she will have something, like one of our first pictures together. But every time I look at that picture, it makes me really happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just maybe take this marker and just kind of connect my flowers here, just like that. Nothing big, nothing fancy. So all I'm doing is just connecting these just like that, and that just gives it a whole nother, just looks a lot different. Look at that. Just connecting those together just like that. And I see there's a little bit of an edge sticking out there, so I'm just going to cut right along here. Just like that. Surface is all clean. So there's a little bit right here. Not sure what that is. Make it dry a little bit. And I am ready to go. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my Mod Podge and I'm just going to run it along here, just going in one direction here. And this goes pretty quick. You could make a bunch of these, just have them all laid out and make a bunch of these. This makes a good gift for graduation. If you want to put graduation pictures on here, you can do that too. And what I'm going to do is, I got one of these easels, these little mini easels from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put my picture, my tile sitting on there. So that's a nice thing to do with them too. Okay, so I'm going to just take this and place it right here. And I just left a little bit of a border. So my tile is showing through on the sides. I don't know what it is, but I want it to do that. But if you want to cover up the whole thing, you can. I just like those sides sticking out a little bit. So once that's really adhered, you want your edges to really be down on there. And once that has adhered to it, you just go over it with more Mod Podge. And yes, it's going to look cloudy, but it will dry clear. And I remember doing one of these one year for my mom. I put their, my girls were doing soccer one year, and they get those photographs, those professional looking photographs. And I actually mounted those on tiles and put them into my mother's basket. So these make really great gift ideas. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is put my picture on here. And just line it up really good. And I can't believe that this picture was taken, wow, 24 years ago. Okay, my daughter's going to love this because she's expecting to give me something for Mother's Day, and I'm going to be giving her this. Okay, and this is just super easy to do. You can, if you don't want to draw out your own border, all you have to do is you can find some scrapbook paper that you like and just mount it on top of the scrapbook paper. And for this, when I do the photos, I usually put 2 coats of Mod Podge on there. So right now it's really cloudy, but that's okay. I let it dry and then I go back and put another coat on. And so look how cloudy that is. And I'm okay with it. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put another coat on, and then I'm going to come back and show you one more thing that I'm going to do with it. Okay, so I put my 2 coats of Mod Podge on here. It's dry to the point where I can handle it, and it's got that nice little shine on it. And so my picture is well preserved. I usually give this about 24 hours to really dry where it's not sticky anymore. And so what a great way to preserve an old picture of me and my daughter. And so I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to put some of these pearls on here. And so I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. And of course my favorite glue to work with. And I'm just going to make a flower center. I just thought that this would just add just a little bit more to it. Just like that. Thought it'd be a nice addition to my photo. Okay, and look how cute that is with just adding those little bit of pearls on the side. Really pretty. I think my daughter's going to love this. And then when I have it on here, and just put it on my little pedestal there. She can put this on her desk, or she can put it on a nightstand at her apartment. And so I just thought this was one of those easy gifts that you can make. You can make a ton of these. Great for Mother's Day or even a birthday gift. Some way to preserve your special pictures. And so I hope this inspired you to go ahead and make your own. Go out to Lowe's and get those smooth ceramic tiles in the 4x4 size. There's also a 6x6 size you can use too, so if you want to use a larger picture. So thank you for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.